This is the Ric Flair of Crypto, Daryl, the OG from Crypto Daily Trade Signals, back at you with a huge video, guys. We're going to talk about the Chinese digital yuan and how it's rolling out to more than 95 banks and more than 15 international banks in China. And you can see that China is definitely accelerating its rollout of the digital yuan and the digital CBDC. Also, we're going to talk about some shocking news when it comes to X generation and millennials and their buying of Dogecoin. So we're going to talk about that also, and then we're going to start off with a huge roundup of all the week's news, some of the top stories, because this is a Sunday drive time video, guys. So we're going to summarize all the breaking news that happened over the week. In case you missed it, some of it you may have missed, some of you may have not. And remember, everything in this video is not financial advice. You need to do your own risk management. Make sure you do that. And remember, this video is for educational purposes only. It's for edutainment. So be edutained and watch out for nasty scammers in the contents, guys. And that being said, guys, I just want to say God bless all of you. Thank you for being here. Let's jump into the content, and don't forget to smash the likes, subscribe right down there. Do it now, guys. I really appreciate it. So let's jump into the news roundup for the whole week. So right now we're seeing that Crypto Weekly Roundup. We got ETFs, we got Coinbase expansion. So some of the big news, you guys know that Coinbase's news lately that they invested $500 million decision to invest in different cryptocurrencies. So they got to go ahead on that. And they said that 10% of all their profits moving forward, they'd be turning it into buying cryptocurrency. And not only Bitcoin, not only Ethereum, but also DeFi play. And they're also looking to expand into Japan, so that's really good news. On the Bitcoin front right now, we can see that El Salvador's minister has revealed that economic agents in Latin American country will not be required to accept Bitcoin, contradicting the government's previous stance on their newly adapted currency. So this is kind of a backflip, because it's supposed to be the legal tender, but there's going to be some Latin American country, different economic agents that can say they're not going to accept Bitcoin. So that's kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that, so that kind of took us for a surprise. Also, the largest asset manager in the world, BlackRock, has invested in two mining companies, Marathon Digital Holdings and Riot Blockchain. So that's very good, because BlackRock, they're also one of the biggest investors in Tesla, and they're also putting Elon Musk under pressure for making sure that Bitcoin mining was green friendly. So this is interesting that they're now getting into mining indirectly by investing in these two companies. So hopefully that will send a message and send a precedent, and maybe Elon Musk of Tesla, they will make that announcement that Tesla will accept Bitcoin. I mean, not many people are talking about it. People kind of forgotten about it since that whole B world thing. But, it's still on my radar. I still think that Tesla needs to do that. And, we know that Bitcoin mining is now 50% of Bitcoin mining now is eco-friendly. So, Elon, if you're watching this video, you're going to have to tell us that we can buy Tesla with Bitcoin and Doge. We're still waiting for that. That's like a long announcement. I've been waiting for that for a long time. A lot of you have. So some Ethereum news. A couple days after they filed their paperwork, Van Eck and ProShares hastily withdrew their proposal for Ethereum futures, dampening hopes of a crypto ETF approval this year. So they had originally filed to have a crypto ETF that included Ethereum futures, but for some unknown reason, they pulled that filing from the SEC. We don't know why. If anything breaks and we find out why, I'll bring it to you guys. DeFi, Bloomberg has partnered with Galaxy Digital to launch Bloomberg Galaxy DeFi Index, and this index will track largest decentralized finance DeFi products by market value. So this is very similar to DeFi Pulse, but it's going to be on the Bloomberg terminal. So that's very important, because if it's on the Bloomberg terminal and we have a proper DeFi index, it means that traders in Wall Street can actually see the indexes on the trading terminal and probably use their trading terminals to make buys and sells. Business AHL Capital LCC, aka Anderson Horowitz, a venture capital firm working in the crypto sector, recently announced its latest investment in yield game coins to fund NFTs used in virtual blockchain. So you guys need to take a look at this yield guild games. It's the token name is YGG. And that symbol's it's just on fire. And what it is, it's basically YGG games. It's a token where you play through this virtual reality in a gameplay space, and what you do is when you vanquish your enemies or whatever, what happens is you get awarded in these tokens. So check it out. YGG is the token name. Check it out. I'm not recommending it, not shilling it, but check it out. It's been going pretty parabolic, since it's been released. And this whole, tokenization of gameplay and game space is going to be, I think, one of the newer trends that's coming forward in maybe later half of this cycle or next cycle. NFTs is a big play, but this is a tokenization of games. So this is kind of interesting. Also, leading U.S. cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase is set to purchase $500 million worth of cryptocurrency assets on this balance sheet. We talked about that. And they're going to be setting up in Japan. They're going to be partnering with Mitsubishi UFJ Finance Group. So that's pretty good. From a technology perspective, Polygon Matic, and we have Polygon Matic in our portfolio. Acquisition of decentralized rollup platform, Hermed's network cements its position to go into a layer 2 scaling. So layer 2 scaling is very good because it allows it to bridge itself to other ERC based tokens. So that's really good news. And then also, this is really interesting. So the multinational technology firm Microsoft, we all know Microsoft, right? Bill Gates, hello. And the Chinese internet-based Alibaba Group, which is one of the biggest companies in China. And Carnegie Mellon University teamed up to develop Argus. And Argus is set up to be an anti-privacy solution that is set to run on the Ethereum blockchain. So this is really to stop people from copying and pirating Microsoft software. So this is really good from that perspective, and that will stop all this piracy stuff that's going on. Regulation. The president of Dallas Federal Reserve, Robert Kaplan, stated that he believes the U.S. central bank will eventually issue its own digital currency, believing that that this is the last mile when it comes to digitalization of payments system. So it looks like that it's going to happen. We really haven't seen any white papers. I haven't seen anything in the news that's giving any deadlines, no play-by-play, no playbook of when that's going to happen. So let's hopefully that this is really going to happen and that it's just let's hope it's not a nothing burger, because we really need a CBDC in America, because the Chinese are definitely moving a lot forward with their plans and implementation, So we really need to get our ducks in a row. And WWE, John Cena inspired NFTs. So it looks like announcement comes with SummerSlam right around the corner. And NFT will be accompanied with a rare, never seen before WWE memorabilia. So it looks like the WWE and John Cena are going to be having NFTs. So, okay. If you're a wrestling fan, I used to be a big wrestling fan when I was a kid. Not so much. Here in Vietnam, we don't get wrestling, so I kind of miss it. But I don't mind watching wrestling once in a while. Don't beat me up in the comments, okay? When I was a kid, I loved it. All right. So let's take a look at Bitcoin very quickly. It's really unchanged right now. It's still trading at $49,345. So it's really range bound. Nothing really is happening. The volumes are also pretty light. So just keep an eye on that. And I'm really hoping that we can break by 50,000. If you guys can't take it up in America, then we'll have to wait till Monday. But it's still looking pretty good. We're still positive. We're not negative. But we're just not seeing the volumes to take it to the next level, guys and gals. So if you look at Ethereum is essentially doing exactly the same thing. It's really range bound right now, and it's trading at 3,252. And we have this overhead resistance at 3,300 and 3,281, and then we have some resistance targets here and here and here, and so it's doing exactly the same thing as Bitcoin. Not a much volume, not much activity, but at least we're in positive territory right now, and we're up, getting pretty close to 1%. So as long as it stays like that, and we don't see ourselves collapsing and going down, we should be okay, hunky dory. Let's take a look at Dogecoin right now. So Dogecoin is doing exactly the same thing as Ethereum and Bitcoin. Nothing really to talk about. It's been ranging between 31.8 and 32 cents. So right now, Dogecoin is trading at 31.8, and you can see here that had a high of 32.2 and a low of 31.1. So like I said, it's just going to be range bound. Nothing's really happening, which is good. It's not crashing down to the sky. So that's really, it's not crashing down to the floor. So that's really good, because what's happening is going to be coiling up, and we're seeing a lot more pressure, and we're getting ready for a breakout. I'm still pretty confident we can see 35 cents by the end of this month. I mean, I was saying 40, but I'm kind of like, because if you see here, we're just seem to be we're going sideways. You know, we had this huge buy indicator a couple hours ago, but since then we're going sideways. And when this is a 20-day moving average, we really need to stay above that. So we're just gingerly above that. And yeah, what can I say? We have some overhead resistance here at 32, 33 cents. So, okay. So luckily it's just changed. So it looks like now it's neutral. We just saw a green buying indicator. So hopefully in the next hour or so, this candle will turn green, and hopefully we can get a little bit higher and higher. But I really just see that we're going to be just doing this. I just think that we're just going to be going a little bit like this, and hopefully we can, by this weekend, get ourselves back up to 35 cents. Because I was really disappointed that we didn't actually, we got to 35 cents. We were able to get there. You can see here we got as high as 35 cents, and we got rejected. So hopefully we can get the Dogecoin moving, guys. So some of the shocking news that's coming out right now, and I'm really surprised about this, and I didn't quite expect this. But you can see the millennials, Zennials, and Generation X. That's a lot of groups, guys. And these are the groups which are most into crypto right now. And we can see that despite investing the most, millennials are not leaders in terms of making profits. Nearly 76% answered they have gained from their investments, while Zennials ranked first with 80%. And Generation X, I think that's me, right? Number stood at 71.5%. But here's the shocking news. Bitcoin is the most preferred investment asset for all, around 60%. Each of these groups choose it. Ethereum is second, and Generation X, interestingly, is the fourth choice for Zennials, who tend to go for Bitcoin Cash and Dogecoin. So it seems that the younger crowd is going in for Dogecoin. So that's really interesting news, really shocking news. So it looks like, Doge is still right up there. It's still highly being sought after by a number of age groups. And, in this survey, we see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin as the top coins that people are interested. So this is really bullish news. It's really interesting this is happening, and you guys should be really psyched and pumped about this, because it just goes to show that Dogecoin is not the joke coin. Dogecoin is the coin, and it's really shocking that we're seeing all of these different millennials, Zennials, Generation X, that they're into crypto, guys. So this is really interesting. So according to a recent survey, millennial investors have allocated 12% of their wealth in the digital asset market, with Zennials and Generation X have respectively distributed 9.2 and 6.3. However, those born between late 1970s and the early 80s have profited the most. So guys, it's it's quite interesting. We're still seeing a younger generation are still into crypto, and Dogecoin is becoming one of the main coins. Some other news right now, we're looking, and this is big. Chinese banks are really rolling out this digital yuan, and we're seeing that more and more banks are taking it up. So we have 35 state banks that are rolling out the digital yuan, and it's already built into their digital app. So most banks, they have the digital apps, right, like Citibank and all of that. So in China, 35 banks have rolled out their application for digital yuan. And more interestingly, we're seeing that in the same vein, 94 banks are planning to embed the digital yuan in their apps. And the local report includes 3 foreign banks and 15 private banks and 76 city commercial banks. So the Chinese digital yuan, it's getting ready to pop, guys. So this is really interesting news. This is really cool news. And this is one of the reasons why China asked the miners to exit. You're out of there, because they really didn't want to have anyone interfering with their CBDC rollout. So this is really great news, really bullish news. Hopefully you guys should be psyched about that. So we really need the U.S. to get giddy up, boys, and get our U.S. dollar CBDC out there. So let's look at some Doge on chain right now. Let me just refresh that. Give you a little bit of minty fresh. Here we go. Internet's pretty slow. Hey, update. OG is still on the lockdown, and it looks like we were supposed to be out of lockdown tomorrow, but it looks like it's not happening, and they're going to be extending it another month. So I think we're getting close to, I must be like 41, 42 days So this could end up being more than 60 days in lockdown for the OG, guys. So, whew. So right now you can see that Dogecoin is at 31.8, and right now 78% of Dogecoin holders are in the money. 6% are breaking even, 6% are breaking even, and 16 are out of the money, guys. So this is not so bad, not too shabby. We just need Dogecoin to go up to back to 35 cents again, and then we're going to see go up to 85%. So we need to make that happen real quick, guys. So yeah, so let's do that, guys. Woo! So I'm really excited, guys. It's just a great time to be alive, but I'm really climbing the walls. This lockdown has got me going crazy. I mean, I used to love going on different locations and shooting the videos for you, and you could see the backgrounds and what's going on in Vietnam. So we can't do that because we're stuck in the house. So it's getting pretty interesting to find interesting locations for you guys. So sorry, the backgrounds might be getting boring, but hey, it's all about you. I'm working for you. Try my best, guys. So let's take a look at the market right now. The market cap has gone down a little bit. It's now at 2.13 trillion. The volumes are pretty light, huh? It's at 60.78 billion, but that's to be expected. It's a Saturday, as I said before, and the dominance is pretty much unchanged. We need to see dominance go way down, and then that way we'll see the altcoins start to pump. But we're heading into the second leg of the bull run, the super cycle, and we're going to see that this next bull run is going to be more foamy, more frothy, and we're going to see the altcoins absolutely explode, and they're going to explode higher and further than we than we saw in the first bull run. So this is really going to be huge, very interesting, very great news, and we're going to love it, guys, and you're going to love it. Remember, none of this is financial advice. This is just the OG expressing the opinion. This is for educational purposes only. So right now we're seeing that Bitcoin is at $49,000, and that's up 0.63%. Ethereum is still at 3,251. That's down almost 0.40%. ADA is still up, and ADA reached an all-time high of 65 cents, and we're still pretty close. ADA could be going into discovery mode again, probably in the afternoon in America. So let's see if we can wake up tomorrow in Asia and seeing ADA over $2.65. So it's up almost 6%. BNB is up 0.89%, pretty much unchanged from a couple hours ago. And my Doge in the house is down 0.87%, and that's up 318745. So it's not too shabby. Doge is looking pretty good. I wouldn't worry too much. We're just basically kind of range bound, kind of going sideways. So it's okay. Don't panic. And maybe it's time to stop looking at your portfolio. Go out, enjoy the day, go for a picnic. Hug your wife, hug your kids. Tell them that you love them, and just be neighborly, guys. And with that being said, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Do it now, guys. Help the OG out. Let's see if we can get Twitter up to 2,000 followers, guys. I really appreciate it. Woo! And don't forget to smash the like, ding ding, and subscribe, YB. And check out my links. Go to the video description. We've got a whole bunch of links down there. Support the channel with become a Patreon. Buy the channel a coffee, and don't forget to check out Zen Music Addict. Support the channel as much as you guys can, and don't forget to go down here and check out the merch. We got the shop, the merch, the shop. Check out the merch. We got hats. I love the hat. We got the mug. Who wouldn't want the mug? All coffee tastes better in the OG mug. Hoodies, t-shirts. We got all sorts of stuff. We've even got even the Weak Nancy's t-shirts. We got Doge Army stuff. So we've even got like water bottles, baby clothes. So get on. We got the iPhone cases, masks and stuff. So guys, go check out the merch. Just shop around, take a look. So guys, just want to say I love you guys to death. Thank you for being in this video. I'm the OG from Crypto Daily Trade Signals, the Ric Flair of crypto. Woo! I'm working for you. I want to say God bless each of you. Go with God, walk with God, share a little love, spread the love, be neighborly. Woo!